Yo, dudes, the Empire's pretty chill. Maybe you could, like, join it or something.
Hey everyone, Lucimus Prime here. So, it is time for another DC Multiverse action figure unboxing and review today. And in today's video, guys, I'm going to be unboxing another figure in that toy line by McFarlane Toys, one of my action figure companies of all time. And this is a figure for a character who appears in the DC Extended Universe, who made his debut, of course, in Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice in a cameo appearance, and would later go on to appear in Justice League. And I don't like this version of a character in, of course, the director's cut of Justice League by Zack Snyder, whereas in the horrible version, which I despise, I did not like this version of the character. And this character, guys, I'm going to be unboxing from the DC Extended Universe is none other than Cyborg. So yeah, here he is, guys, as he appears depicted in Justice League, and based on his portrayal by Ray Fisher. And yeah, this figure looks really cool. Yeah, I definitely really like this figure. Looks really good. So this is what it looks like, guys, on the front. So there's a figure, and appears to come with one of his blasters, and on the back there is a card, and I think down there is also a stand for him. On the spine here, it says Cyborg and Justice League. So, and as it says here, it says JL 2021. This is of course thankfully based on a Snyder Cut Justice League, thankfully. Here's another part of the spine, it says Cyborg there, and also DC Multiverse. On the back here is a picture of Cyborg as he appears in the movie. Looks pretty cool. I think that's what the card is going to be showing as well. There's other figures at the bottom there as well. So yeah, now, when it comes to Cyborg, guys, I definitely really love Ray Fisher as him. That's my favourite role of all time from Ray Fisher. I thought he was very promising in his appearance of Batman vs Superman. And however, when it comes, to Justice League, as I nickname it, I feel that they really ruined Cyborg because they cut out lots of his development and backstory, and I really hated that. And it made him, you know, a very underdeveloped character in my opinion, really. And it's not Ray Fisher's fault, guys. I'm not blaming him. And you know what, guys? I also do not blame Ray Fisher in the slightest for not wanting to work with Warner Brothers after we retreated him. I can't blame him at all. When it comes to Snyder Cut, though, I definitely think that Cyborg was one of the hearts and souls of a movie alongside Flash, in my opinion, because I love how they gave him lots of character development and backstory, which was absent from Justice League. I definitely love that about Cyborg in a movie, and he played a very important part in the story as well. One thing I do love about Cyborg, especially in the final act of Snyder Cut compared to Justice League, is I like how he and the rest of the league all took part in a battle and did something, because I feel that in Justice League, they only relied on Superman. He didn't need help in that film, but in this version, he did need help, and it made the idea of the league working together more logical, so I did love that idea right there. And when it comes to Cyborg in the movie, I definitely think it's Ray Fisher's best performance I've seen as of all time, in my opinion. I'm not seeing him in other roles or at the time of recording, but I think when this recording released, I will have, of course, seen it in a Netflix movie called Rebel Moon, so I'll have seen him in that. But nonetheless, though, I definitely love Ray Fisher's portrayal of a character, my favourite role of his, and wish him all the very best, because he said he doesn't want to play Cyborg again unless Warner would apologise to him. He did, however, film additional scenes as Cyborg for the Snyder Cut under the direction of Zack Snyder, so it's cool that he came back to do that. So I think if Zack Snyder was helming another movie, I'm sure Ray Fisher would return to that for sure, because he seems to really enjoy working with Zack Snyder. And because he worked with Warner Brothers until he apologised, he gained my respect for that. So yeah. Anyway, guys, let's get the thing open, shall we? So, got some scissors here to cut the sellotape on the top, because there's 3 pieces on top holding the lid in place, so I'm going to cut them. There's one. There's another. Right, so got the sellotape cut off, so we're going to get the figure out now. So here is the figure. Looks really cool, that. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, the design of Cyborg is really cool. I'm very impressed with CGI in the movies as well, because, yeah, in case you guys are wondering, Cyborg's armor is all CGI, apparently, from what I've read, which is really cool. Now let's take our background. Oh. Right, so, Unfortunately, though, it's the same generic DC Multiverse background for this figure, though. It doesn't have like a Snyder cut background for Cyborg to be in front or anything like that, sadly, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, disappointing. So, let's take out what's inside this background first of all, though. So here is the stand, and unfortunately, just like every DC Multiverse figure I've unboxed so far, it's the same generic DC stand. You know, just black colour with a DC logo, no Cyborg logo or anything like that, or Justice League logo. Disappointing. On the plus side, though, however, here is the card, which looks really cool, and as I predicted, it's got the same picture of Cyborg on as the back of the box, which is pretty nice, and on the back here's a database, which I'm going to read out to you. So the source is obviously the Justice League Director's Cut, so this confirms if he's on the Snyder Cut this figure. The real name, of course, is Victor Stone. Part man, part machine, Victor Stone is a former star athlete at Gotham City University. After a horrific car accident nearly cost him his life, he was saved when his father, scientist Silas Stone, used an apocalyptic mother box to reconstruct his body. In the process, Silas turned Victor into a human computer, organic with biomechatronic body parts. In other words, a cyborg. Nice. Right, so now let's get it to figure out now. So first of all, guys, here is Cyborg's blaster. Now, based on this like hole on the back here, I think you've got to maybe swap one of Cyborg's hands with a blaster. So there's that. Now let's get it figured out. It appears that there's only one piece of like of a plastic rope holding the figure in place. I'm going to cut it now with some scissors to make it easier. So here we go. The torso appears to be quite loose as well, so I'm not sure if this is intentional or not. I have no idea. Cool. Right, so, and now guys, here is the figure. So wow, this looks really cool, doesn't it? Yeah, I love this figure of Cyborg. Wow, looks so cool. Yeah, because like I said, him armor from is so cool in the movie, and yeah. So yeah, in terms of portability, the figure looks pretty portable already, and I can tell by moving his hands. So arms can go 360 degrees if you want them to. Nice, both of them can. Elbows can also fold too pretty well. Not on the same level though as the other DC Multiverse figures, however, due to of course the physiology of the figure though. So there's that. Legs can also move forward a little bit as well, but yeah, they can't go up to about much due to a piece of his arm on the back holding them back a bit. So there's that, which is understandable. They can also go to the side too, like this, both ways, which is pretty nice. But we're well secured too. They can also go to the side too on the legs, but not too much though. And I don't want to, risk, them falling off or anything like that. And head can also move as well, but not too much. I can't go 360 degrees due to a piece of his neck like holding the head back a bit. The head can have a look up though, like this, which is pretty nice. So in terms of the accessories, so now I'm not sure if I got to take off the hand or not, but yeah, let's see if I can. But yeah, I have no idea how it works at all, so please forgive me on that. Like, where's it going now? I have no idea how it works, guys. I mean, does it go on the left one or something? I have no idea. Unless maybe it goes on to, oh, okay, so you've got to take off, the bit of his arm, which is up to the elbow, basically. Okay, alright, makes sense. So here it looks like with his blaster, guys. Looks pretty cool, yeah. I'm not sure if you can take off his, his right hand for that purpose though, because it appears to be very well secured on. So there's that. But the figure does have a look pretty cool though, with the left hand having the blaster on though. Oh, whoops, it just came off. Whoops. But looks really cool on the left though. Really cool. Yeah, I like this figure. It's designed with a blaster on. Yeah, really cool. So that's the figure, guys. And they did a very good job designing this figure. McFarlane Toys looks very accurate to Ray Fisher's portrayal in the DCEU. And yeah, looks really great, and yeah, looks very accurate to a movie, and really cool figure, really cool. So yeah, so guys, this is me doing my unboxing of Cyborg from the DC Extended Universe figure of Cyborg by DC Multiverse's toy line at McFarlane Toys. Definitely a great figure in my opinion. So you know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to let us know in the comments what you guys think of this figure of Cyborg. If you have a little more comments what you think of it. If you're not, I'd recommend it if you like Cyborg as a character, or DC Extended Universe, or DC, or like McFarlane Toys in general. It's a must-have figure in my opinion. Also, be sure to join Team Prime by pressing subscribe and for the future. If you'd like to be a member, you can join using a piece of the description, and I'll see you all later.